now that we have 50 chains, we are going to work on our single crochets going back. So how we're going to start, and I would say the first row is probably the hardest row, so stick with it, is that we are going to grab our yarn, gun towards, away, and then middle finger and thumb are going to grab right where we were, and you're going to chain one more. So now you're going to have 51 chains. Okay? And so you see, this is the chain that we just created. This is the chain that was our 50th chain. So you want to go into, not the chain that you just created, but the chain after that. So I'm going to go into that 50th chain. By going into it, it means I'm going to put my hook into just this top braid part. See how there's all these braids? It's going to be this top braid. I'm going to go in, make sure that it's focused. Okay, I'm going to go in right here. And then I'm going to do kind of what we did with the chain, is I'm going to make sure that I go behind the yarn. I twist my hook so it's pointing left, and then I pull it through my chain. Okay, so now I have 2 loops around my chain. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go behind my yarn, twist my hook. I'm making sure to pull, so there's a lot of tension along these 2 loops. I'm going to pull so it fits right through that triangle, and then you have your first single crochet. Now we're going to go on to our second single crochet. So I'm going to put my hook into, see this big hole right here? That's the one that I just put that single crochet in. So I'm going to go into the next braid. I'm going to go in to the braid. I'm going to twist my hook, pull it through here, and then I'm going to go behind again, twist my hook, and I'm going to pull through the next 2. Now we're going to go into our third, and it's all going to be the same exact thing, 50 times back. And this is where you get that practice. So I'm going to make sure my hand placement is right. I'm going to be holding on with my last 2 fingers. I have a gun, point it towards me, away. Now I'm wrapped under. Now I'm going to hold basically right where I'm going to be going in, maybe 1 chain away. And so again, we see the big hole. You want to go in that one because it makes sense to go into it, but you're going to go into the one that's right to the left of it. You're going to put your crochet hook in. You're going to wrap around. You're going to pull through. You have 2 loops now. Then you're going to wrap around again, and you're going to twist your hook, and you're going to go through both loops. Another single crochet. Okay, I'm going to do a couple more, and then I'll skip to when I'm at the end of this row. In, round, pull through, in, round, boom, single crochet. Go in, I'm going to go behind, I'm going to pull through. I have 2 loops of behind, pull through these 2. Perfect. So I'm going to fast forward to when I'm at the very end. Sometimes, if your thing is too tight, this is a good example. I made a couple of my chains too tight, but that just means you have to work through it. So instead of just being able to easily slip into it, you're going to go right to the outside, and you're just going to kind of help it through. Now it's on, and then you can grab some yarn, pull through, grab some yarn, pull through. And so sometimes you need that extra little bit of help to push it on, and then you're able to have a little bit of a better tension. Okay, we're back. I have one more single crochet left, right here, I'm going to go in, around, pull through, behind, pull through both. And so this is what we have so far, is we have a very long line. It might be kind of squiggly. That's just what kind of happens the first round that you do. Okay? So we just did our last single crochet. How are we going to turn our work? Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to go behind our work and we're going to do a chain. So we're going to go behind our work and we're going to go through. Now we have one chain. Since it's single crochet, that's all we need. We're going to turn our work so that we can see the back of it, and it's pointing to the left now. And we're going to make sure we have our hand placement, 3 fingers, going around, right? And then we're going to grab onto here. So then we're going to do single crochets back. This time though, instead of just going into one loop, if you look at the top of your work, there should be a bunch of braids. And so there's a bunch of braids all the way down, and we're going to go through both this time. So we are going to have our hook. We're going to go into that first single crochet, wrap behind, pull through, wrap behind, pull through. So again, you're going to see that there's a braid. You're going to go through both of the braid. See how there's 2? And then we're going to go behind, pull through, and then behind again, pull through. Again, you can continue, go into both of these, pull through, behind, pull through. So you're just going to continue that. Go through both of these, round, pull through, around, pull through. Then you'll just continue back, and then you'll do the same exact thing that you did here. You'll chain 1, flip your work, and then work 1 more row back, and then that should be a good length for your keychain. And we will show you how to close it up once you get there